Welcome to the very first glimpse of the Sanskrit Film Documentary Series, where we travel through England, Ireland, Wales, Scotland, meeting people whose lives are immersed in the richness of the Sanskrit culture. And tonight, in London, people are coming from all over the world to celebrate this project. We hope you join them and feel inspired to give towards this, so that we may make this film series really good quality and that it can be shown on streaming services online to as wide an audience as possible, raising awareness of the incredible power of the sounds of Sanskrit, the power of Sanskrit culture, and the power of this ancient heritage, which will be of service to the world and the generations to come.
What if there was a portal through which you could step into a timeless state of ever-present being, and in this understand the essence of all manifest and unmanifest creation? A portal through which all questions ceased, and in the quietude all was known, and we listened together to each other, a celestial orchestra. For me, Sanskrit is this portal, a divine language, and yet so much more. Sanskrit belongs to no place. It is simply that which is made perfect. It is more than a language, it is a way of life, a living, breathing existence. I have always wondered, can this universality be discovered in practice? Is there a sense of Sanskrit on this land, in these isles? Is there a connection between Sanskrit and ancient languages and practices on these isles? So we set out on a Sanskrit pilgrimage, meeting people who are living temples, living sacred sites, discovering people past and present, meeting scholars and practitioners of Sanskrit, scholars and practitioners of ancient Celtic customs, visiting monuments and sanctified ground, communities who practice Sanskrit, schools where it is taught, communing with the land of these isles, reconnecting to this birthplace to discover if there is, as John Gibson Forty put it, an interconnectedness of all things.
Bahavaha dhanyavadaha.
Ashupatitanaya namostute, Vigna Vinayaka namostute, Jamanakarana namostute, Mahaganapate namostute, Gauri Nandana namostute.
Shri Gurubhyo Namaha Harihi Om Yani Namapi Chetamsi Devi Bhagavati Hisa Bhalad Krishya Mohaya Mahamaya Priyachati. She, the supreme goddess, the great measurement of consciousness, attracts the capacity of all beings and thrusts them into ignorance. Durge smita harasi bathima sasajanto svaste smrita mati mati va shubham dadasi dharidradukabhaya harini katvadanya sarvopakar karnaya sadadra chitta. O Durga, reliever of difficulties, calling you dispels the fear of all beings. Increase welfare and intelligence for those who live in the harmony of spiritual growth. O dispeller of poverty, fear and pain, your compassion extends to all beings the same.
Shiva Namo, Shiva Namo. Bring your hands together. Shiva Namo, Shiva Namo. Om Namah Shivaya. 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 Shiva Namo. Shiva Namo. Shiva Namo. Shiva Namo. Shiva. 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 Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya.
Because when you start to hear the sound and simply be with the sound, a different level of understanding and experience starts to unfold. And because as a dancer, I'm actually only interested in one thing, which is exploring the cosmic geometry in the human form. And so Sanskrit Bhasha has given me a way to experience this body as sound. And then the question becomes, can I allow that sound to express itself as movement?
You know, I sometimes think to myself, I'm going to get bored at some point teaching the same thing over and over again, but I don't. Sanskrit doesn't feel like a language like other languages do. I mean, I have a love for languages, learning various languages, and they all have a personality to them. But there's something very special about Sanskrit where it's just like, it's as if she's with me all the time, almost like supporting me. Just don't know what else to say about it, really, because it's just something that's very, it's like with meditation. In fact, one of the words I use to describe Sanskrit is elegance. I mean, I could use something like beauty, but then you'd use beauty to describe something. But how do you describe, you'd say beautiful to describe something, but how do you describe beauty itself?
So this is just a flavour of the phenomenal Sanskrit life that's here in the British Isles. And we hope that from this you are inspired to either stream this film on your service or to donate to this film to fund it, so that we can pitch it and put this funding towards greater marketing to bring this into the mainstream. So this Sanskrit documentary doesn't only stay in the world of yoga, so to speak, but it expands and it becomes something that everyone has access to and that everyone could watch if they chose to. So please consider funding this project, and please consider helping pitch it to TV, to Netflix, and to streaming services. We hope we have your support, and we hope that you enjoyed this phenomenal set of Sanskrit offerings and the first glimpse of the film. Thank you.